yeah, that's the picture that Trump posted of himself as Jesus. I tweaked it a little bit, made it better. But Trump now says that wasn't a picture of him depicted as Jesus. Only the fake news could come up with that. He was posing as a doctor, making people better, because that's what he does, is make people better. Now, there was a clip of him saying that, but I think my delivery was better. He's a fucking schmuck. But the absolute next level gaslighting, mental gymnastics it would take to believe some of that. Now, he had to say that because even MAGA was turning on him with that one, especially right after attacking the Pope and making veiled threats to the Pope, because the Pope said you can't go around starting wars in the name of Jesus Christ. Well, as a student of history and as a pagan, I went, really? Well, that's fascinating. And, I don't want him to be like past popes, but, popes in the Middle Ages absolutely did that. Absolutely did that. That's why Pete Hegseth has that Nazi tattoo he has, that Crusader tattoo that he has, is because they want to start the Crusades again. Well, yeah, if you wanted to start the Crusades again, you're supposed to get the Pope to start it. You dumbasses. You got to learn how to play this fucking game. But I got a long history of being anti-Pope because my ancestors suffered a lot from popes. And it was the last Pope. I just went, there's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. But that's a different kind of Pope. And then now this guy, he's blowing my mind about popes. Now, even to where they, got popes accepting LGBTQIA people. And that's good. I'm just shocked that it came from a pope. So, Trump has posted a picture of himself as Jesus. Don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. It looks nothing like a doctor. Got light coming out of your hands, angels up above you. Fuck you, dude. Your supporters may be stupid enough. Well, they are stupid enough to believe that, but I don't even think they're going to believe that. I don't think they're going to believe this one, man. This is a bridge too far, and you're pissed off all of the right-wing Christians, man. That was too much. And then, the attack on the Pope, right next to it. Oh, man, it's looking bad for you. But I don't want to give credence to the book. I don't believe in the book. I read the book differently. As a group of metaphors. It means something other than what they're putting right out there in your face. The Bible's not meant to be taken literally. But if we were to take it literally, the Antichrist, well, first of all, he gets you to have your mark on his head, MAGA. Then later down the line, he professes himself to be the second coming of Christ. And then next, if I got it in order, make you choose between Jesus and Orange Jesus. That's coming. That's coming. If the playbook's right. Now, as I've said before, though, the only thing wrong with this story, other than what's happening now, which is absolutely Antichrist shit, the Battle of Armageddon was supposed to be fought over the plains of Armageddon, which was a very important piece of strategic land back during biblical days. All the armies of the world fought over that piece of land many times, and that's the story, that all the armies of the world gathered at the plains of Armageddon to have this last battle. It's a scrub-ass shit piece of desert that nobody cares about right now. Before it was the intersection between cultures, between Israel, Persia, and the rest of the Middle East, all the kingdoms of the Middle East. But not anymore. Nobody would fight over that piece of land. So I can't. That part seems to have been written as a prophecy for a month or two later after they wrote it, because that absolutely, the armies of the world absolutely gathered shortly thereafter and even before to fight over that piece of land. And nobody's going to fight over that piece of land. So the Armageddon thing, it's a bit off. We've got some holes in it, but the Antichrist thing, man, evidence seems to be piling up. I don't know if he's reading that and, operating from that as a manual of who to be. I still thought that the Antichrist was at least supposed to be good looking. Wasn't he? I don't have to read it again, man. If you know, tell me in the comments. Let's have a discussion about this. we gotta have a discussion about this, and we gotta laugh. Taught me about that back, right after I got through my probationary period on the police force, when I was dealing with my first dead body. So he grabbed me by the shoulders and shook me and said, "You gotta laugh, Mikey. You gotta laugh, or this job will kill you." So, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. If you don't laugh, this world's gonna kill you, man. Subscribe, bitches.